Hi guys and girls, welcome back to Watch the Time. Thanks for tuning back in. Thanks for coming back to see me. I'm really pleased you've done so, and I'm exceptionally pleased about to bring you this San Martin. It's the SN0118G. This watch is an original design. They've released 3 different colors. You get it on a proper FKM rubber strap or a Milanese mesh style strap with it on the fly just clasp. This one off the bat just looked unbelievable. The indices, the dial, the bezel, the all brush finish to give it a tall aesthetic, but with the color, it gives it pop. The indices are really high polished. When I saw the pictures of this one, guys, I was like, this could be potentially their best watch. And San Martin have released an incredible amount of watches. What makes this one even more special, it's an original design. You'll have seen in my watch haul video, I featured it on a couple of sale videos as well. This watch looks an absolute banger, yeah. But is it all that? Because like I said, we saw it briefly. This is the full review. So hopefully by the time we get to the end of the video, you know if it's for you. If it is, please use the affiliate link in the description. If not, hopefully I've released something before or in the future. It's more in keeping with your taste, but I can't see how you're not gonna like this one. My wife has already nabbed it off me, so it tells you a lot. But yeah, sit back, relax, get yourself a nice beverage, because it's about that time to get the camera turned around and get on with it. Hi guys, so this is the watch. Excuse my voice, it's still not amazing, but we're gonna get through this video. So there's the watch. There's the box it comes in. So I won't spend too much time on this because you've probably seen this box many times over now if you're dealing with San Martin watches and stuff. Let's see if I can get it out. There we go. So yeah, inside you got the travel case. Inside that you got an instruction booklet and stuff. You got a warranty card all signed. For some reason they gave me an extra loop thing that keeps it in place that I don't need. Got the travel case. It's sort of a leatherette material, but it's quite cool, multi-purpose. You can keep using that, so it's not just a box you're gonna sort of store away, and that's it. And like I said, the hang tag, which is just here as well. But the main reason you guys are gonna watch this video isn't for that; it's for this. You'd have seen it in my watch haul video, and just have a little gandies at that, guys. I think it's a really beautiful piece. So this is the SN0118G. Inside this watch, it's running a Seiko N835 movement. Guys, we get this movement all the time now, don't we? What can I say about this that I haven't already said? 24 joules, 21,600 beats per hour. Yeah, 41 hour power reserve. And like I said, you're going to get this in many microbrand watches, affordable automatic watches where it's a known entity. You know what you're getting with it. And there's good reason they use it. Yeah, really good movement. NH35 also has a 4R35 when an actual Seiko watch. The construction of the watch, aside from the crystal strap and the bezel insert, is all 316L stainless steel and all brushed. So you got the case, you'll see the brushing is done really nice. Crown, case back, which is sterile. I would like to have maybe seen that signed. And you got the pin buckle clasp, nicely deep etched, all 316L stainless steel. The case thickness of this watch is 12.4 millimeters. The case diameter, I measure from the 8 to the 2, it was coming at 40.5 millimeters. And when you go from the 9 to the 3, including the crown, it was coming at 43.7 millimeters. The lug width on this is 20, and the lug to lug, tip to tip of the watch is 47.6 millimeters. So I think really good proportions there, guys. Generally, lots of sweet spots are hit with those proportions generally. So yeah, good stuff. The bezel, as you'll see, is sort of like they call it a sandblast ceramic bezel. You'll see it's sort of like a matte bezel. I couldn't tell you exactly what they've changed a while back with their bezels, but whatever they've done is triumphant because that bezel is fantastic. No bounce, no backplay, no problem whatsoever. Fantastic bezel. And like I said, loom pip centered very well in terms of how it's been applied into the bezel, into the ceramic bezel itself. So yeah, the business. You got the screw down crown at the 3 o'clock, case back screwed down. It also comes on an FKM rubber strap, which is super comfortable. Really nice rubber strap. Feels extremely premium when you're wearing it on wrist. The pin buckle clasp I showed you a moment ago, nicely deep etched. Again, for that premium sort of quality you expect now from San Martin. The crystal covering the dial is a sapphire crystal. Apologies for the lights, but this has got a decent amount of AR coating on here, guys. when you're using sort of like a highly reflective surface, sometimes that's going to happen. But yeah, it's not as bad as a lot. But yeah, sapphire crystal. The water resistance you'll see down at the 6 is 200 meters. So that'll give you 20 atmospheres of water resistance, and the weight will appear in the top right. So on my scales, it was coming at 93.7 grams, which just below 100 is probably about right, given it's not on a stainless steel strap. But yeah, still a decent amount of heft, given the proportions of the watch and the strap it's on. But let's have a look at the dial now, guys, in a bit more detail. So what you will see is the rehaut is a slightly different color. It's sort of like a creamy, almost light brown color. Inside that, you got the dial. Okay, the dial is absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to put any punches about that. For me, like I said in my watch haul video, it makes me feel like or think of if you'd got sand and you painted it blue. That's the sort of texture it's given off. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Really, really nice. At every hour, you got applied battens. You got a double batten at the 12. You got singular battens every hour that are done really, really well. I think I said in my watchable video, I like the way they faceted those indices. I think they look beautiful. You've got the applied San Martin logo just below the double batten at the 12. This is polarizing opinion at the moment, guys. I think it looks good. I think people are saying it's not been applied very well in terms of it not being centered, but I don't have a problem with it. I can't really tell that it's not, if it has not been applied very well. I think if you was to put it on sort of like a spreadsheet and everything else, it might be off, it might not, I don't know. But I think the logo looks fine. You've got the automatic 200M equals 660 feet, just above the batten at the 6. And what looks fantastic as well is the color match date wheel they've used. The blue is seamless to the blue of the dial. I really like that. And it's the same on the other two models that they've done as well. So that's really good to see. And like I said, those hands, indices, and the dial, I think looks stunning. It looks like a really premium watch. The loom's a slightly different color, you'll see, but it's done really, really well. It does last a while after being outside. And I come inside, you can just see it glowing. So yeah, the loom I don't have a problem with at all. I like the fact it's a different color in keeping with the sort of watch itself. Like I said, I think it looks really, really cool. There's very, very few things to fault about this watch, and the loom definitely isn't one of those things either. Given the fact it's got a Seiko NH35 inside, if you unscrew it, it'll bounce away from the case. Good sizing of the stem. If you pull it all the way out of hacks, put it back in, it will start back up again. You turn it away from you, you'll hear that it's charging the movement. You take it out to the first position, you can change the date, you'll see that underneath, and then take it all the way out, you can change the time. Let me just pop it here for a second. But yeah, that's everything with that, guys. And when you want to screw it back up, as you'd expect, absolutely no problems. San Martin, with their tolerances and their finishing and the way they put these watches together, belies the price, really. But yeah, that's the dial, guy. That's the movement. Let me just pop it on the wrist quickly, give you an idea of what it looks like on my wrist. Okay, so guys, this is what it looks like on my wrist. I think it's a really, really stunning piece. The holes, though, are a bit far apart from each other, so now it's quite tight. I'll have to leave it quite a distance away for it to fit looser. So those holes probably could do with being a bit closer together. But yeah, as you can see, the pin buckle clasp, the strap, the watch itself, the dial, everything just screams quality, doesn't it? And it does look really good on wrist. A really colourful piece, a really summer vibes type watch. Okay, so guys and girls, that now take me on to what I think is pants and Pukka about the watch. If you've ever watched before, you know always start with pants. I like to go to high with Pukka. So what I think is pants about the watch. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Given my description, what I say about this watch, you're going to know there's not an awful lot. The only thing I'm going to mention is what I said just now, is those strap holes. You're probably looking at a centimetre, maybe just under, in between those strap holes, which it goes from hero to zero really in terms of whether it fits you. I'd like them to be a little bit closer together so you can get that fit for yourself. So that's the only thing I want to mention, because I think this watch is triumphant, really. But yeah, the strap holes. What I think is Pukka. Strap yourself in. It's a much longer list. I'm going to go with that dial. Probably hardly surprising. I do like myself a good dial, and this is a beautiful dial. The hands and indices. The hands are very, very nice, but the indices even, I would say even more so, the way they sort of play with the light, the way they've been faceted, the way you get that little glistening effect on it is really, really nice. You've got the the loom on this is really good. Like I said, different kind of loom depending on the watch you get, which is good to see. You've got the bezel on this, like I said, the fact it's like a matte bezel, the fact it lines up as good as it does, how tactile it feels, how the clicks feel so positive. The date color, like I said, look at that. You've got the blue with the black writing, and you've got blue with black writing on the dial, so it's just really seamless. The finishing, like I said, there's no polished surfaces, so it's called like a colourful tall dive watch, but even the brushing, the way it's done, yeah, really, really good. Really good coining and stuff. Good finishing. The general look of the watch, like I said, this is an original design from San Martin. They do have another micro brand they've released, but San Martin, in terms of this watch, I think they've nailed it. The price, like I said, you can pick this up for around £145. And I think that is, and plus you can use coins and coupons and all this sort of stuff on AliExpress to probably bring the price down as well. But I think that's excellent for the money. And the execution, I just think they've nailed this. The different colorways, the way it's all put together, the materials, yeah, the executions. They're the things I'm going to mention. I'm going to go with the dial, hand and indices, loom, bezel, date color, finishing, general look, price, and the execution. Wow, what a list for Pukka. And that'll take me on to now. Would I recommend this watch? And I mean, it's a tough one, isn't it? I'll have to think about this for a moment, but of course I would. I think this watch is a stunner. I think there's not a much better dive watch around than this. I would put this up there with my Proxima. I think it's a really beautiful piece. But guys and girls, let me just bring up the other two colors next to me, so you can get a feel for maybe which one's more for you. Like I said, you can get it on the rubber strap. You can also get on the Milanese strap. So there'll be something. I think this watch shines a bit more though with the FKM rubber strap personally. But guys and girls, please let me know what you think about this watch. More importantly, and maybe any other watches you may want to see on the channel. And as always say, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and always watch your time. Take care, guys. All the very best.